Liv Morgan starts beefing with another top WWE superstar after major announcement. This time, it's Blake Monroe. Hello, guys. Welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Liv Morgan has been beefing with almost every WWE superstar who is a part of the Queen of the Ring 2026 tournament. However, one woman who is not a part of the tournament is Blake Monroe. Morgan is the reigning WWE Women's World Champion. She won the title by dethroning Stephanie Vacker at WrestleMania 42, but has yet to defend her title since becoming the new champion. At the Clash in Italy 2026 post-show, it was revealed that Morgan would also be a part of the Queen of the Ring tournament. On X, Morgan took shots at Monroe, who has been left out of the Queen of the Ring 2026 tournament. This led to the former NXT Women's North American Champion responding to Morgan, claiming that she wants nothing to do with her. Liv Morgan revealed why she's part of the WWE Queen of the Ring tournament. Liv Morgan immediately reacted to her inclusion in the Queen of the Ring 2026 tournament by claiming that she wants to win it all. Morgan is the reigning Women's World Champion, but wouldn't let the title hold her back from adding another accolade to her already impressive list of accomplishments. Speaking on the Clash in Italy post-show, Morgan reacted to her inclusion in the Queen of the Ring tournament by stating the following. "It had me thinking of all the people that think Liv Morgan isn't a good champion. It had me thinking of all the people that say, Liv Morgan does not defend her title. It had me thinking of all the people that say, Liv Morgan isn't worthy of being champion. You know what that made me think? That made me think that I am entering the Queen of the Ring tournament because I want it all. I want it all, so I'm taking it all, because I'm the greatest women's world champion of all time." It remains to be seen if Liv Morgan and Blake Monroe ever cross paths at some point in WWE. Liv Morgan calls out Judgment Day member. Major tension in the group has been riding a massive wave of success on WWE Monday Night Raw. She won the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble and then punched her ticket to WrestleMania 42 and chose to face Stephanie Vacker for her Women's World Championship. At the granddaddy of them all, the Miracle Kid managed to overpower the Dark Angel and capture the Women's World title. However, since winning the title, Morgan is the only major champion who hasn't defended her strap. Roman Reigns has had 2 title defenses. Cody Rhodes and Rhea Ripley have 1 each. Recently, we fans were shocked as the Miracle Kid had also been announced for the Queen of the Ring tournament. This might create some problems within the Judgment Day, as Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez are also in the tournament. Ahead of the QOTR tournament, the Prodigy posted a photo of the tournament's bracket on her official X/Twitter account and made a bold claim. She said she has spent half of her life mastering her skills in the ring, and now she is coming to take the crown. "I've spent half my life mastering this ring. Now I'm taking the crown that comes with it, #QOTR, she wrote. This didn't seem to sit well with Liv Morgan, as she quoted the same tweet, replying in a seemingly patronizing tone, which could mean that it's not Roxanne's time to take the crown because Morgan herself is entering the QOTR tournament. This could indeed create tension in the Judgment Day, considering that Rodriguez is also in the running. Liv Morgan revealed the reason behind entering the WWE QOTR tournament during the post-Clash in Italy show. The Miracle Kid was asked about her entering the Queen of the Ring tournament, to which she responded that she wants to hold both titles. "It had me thinking of all the people that think Liv Morgan isn't a good champion. It had me thinking of all the people that say, Liv Morgan does not defend her title. It had me thinking of all the people that say, Liv Morgan isn't worthy of being champion. You know what that made me think? That made me think that I am entering the Queen of the Ring tournament because I want it all. I want it all, so I am taking it all. Because I'm the greatest women's world champion of all time." Liv Morgan fires back at WWE star after claims she should be replaced in Queen of the Ring. Was announced as one of the participants in the Queen of the Ring tournament last night on the post-show, following Clash in Italy. But it seems that fans are not happy with the decision. Morgan is already women's champion and has no need to be in the tournament where she would be handed a title shot if she wins. Blake Monroe, who is new to the main roster, is someone that fans have pushed to replace Morgan, and this has since led to Morgan reacting. Morgan told a DS from Ring the Bell that he wasn't as smart as she thought for pushing for a Blake Monroe win. which led to Monroe telling the women's champion that she doesn't want any of her. Morgan has since responded to note that while she isn't interested, it's clear Monroe is. The two women are on opposite brands, so it's unclear why they are interacting, especially since Monroe isn't in the tournament. There are several women who have been omitted, including Nia Jax, Paige, Brie Bella, Jordan Grace, and Tiffany Stratton. Liv Morgan hasn't defended her Women's World Champion since her win at WrestleMania. Liv Morgan was able to defeat Stephanie Vacker at WrestleMania 42 for the Women's World Championship, but she hasn't defended the title in the almost 2 months that have followed. Morgan has been on WWE Raw, but she has been busy with the Judgment Day and hasn't had any challenger step up in the time she has been champion. Vacker was taken out by the Judgment Day back in April, and it seems that the company could be waiting for her to return to pick up where she left off. Vacker was expected to return last week on Raw, but could return tonight in Italy to cost Liv Morgan her shot at Queen of the Ring, since fatal four-way matches allow for interference. Vacker has a reason to want revenge if she returns on Raw following her recent injury hiatus. Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez also have matches in the tournament if she decides that she also wants revenge on the other members of the Judgment. WWE's disastrous error with Liv Morgan and Queen of the Ring exposed. Written by Joel Varghese, published Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan joined the Clash in Italy post-show panel last night, where she revealed her participation in this year's Queen of the Ring tournament. This makes absolutely no sense, according to former Raw general manager Jonathan Coachman. WWE's King and Queen of the Ring tournament will commence on June 1st, and the brackets have already been announced. The lineup for this year's tourney has Liv Morgan, with the aim of taking it all at SummerSlam, along with Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Chelsea Green, Jade Cargill, newly crowned Women's Intercontinental Champion Sol Ruca, Charlotte Flair, Lyra Valkyria, Roxanne Perez, IYO Sky, Julia, Lash Legend, Bayley, Jacy Jane, Kiana James, and Raquel Rodriguez. Jonathan Coachman exposes WWE's disastrous error with this year's Queen of the Ring, questions Liv Morgan's entry. Why is Liv Morgan, the top title holder of Monday Night Raw, competing in the Queen of the Ring tournament? This was Jonathan Coachman's argument, indeed a baffling question. Although there is an explanation, the story is seemingly not very appealing. Taking to X/Twitter, the coach questioned WWE's booking of Morgan, as it is apparently obvious that the Women's World Champion will not win the tournament, which makes her spot a predictable one. Liv Morgan's inclusion was explained as her desire to become a double champion. Evidently, Coachman missed this detail, but a section of the fans agreed with the coach that this is an unnecessarily convoluted situation, as the tourney is meant to crown a new #1 contender to the title holders for SummerSlam. The former Raw general manager wrote, "This is exactly what wrestling fans are talking about when it comes to attention to detail. Unless I am completely missing something or didn't hear correctly." The winner of the King and Queen of the Ring tournament wins a world title shot at SummerSlam. So Liv Morgan is in a qualifying match and she is the women's champion. Make it make sense. The only way you can even try to cover your mistake is doing a pre-tape with Liv and ask her why she is in it, and she says, "I am going to shut down the title shot before it even happens. For the first time, the women's champion wins Queen of the Ring, and I will kick back and chill in my VIP suite at SummerSlam." Otherwise, we know she isn't winning, which is not how you book. Liv Morgan won this year's Women's Royal Rumble and successfully challenged Stephanie Vacker at WrestleMania 42, regaining the Women's World Championship after over a year. Some fans have noted that Vacker, who is reportedly cleared to compete following an injury, could be heading back to cost Morgan the tournament. Rhea Ripley, left in tears following emotional interview at Clash in Italy, was able to retain her WWE Women's Championship at Clash in Italy after defeating Jade Cargill. Ahead of the match, Ripley opened up about the visit to Italy and how much it meant to her to be able to visit where her Nonna and Nono grew up. She was left emotional following the match when she spoke backstage about how she was going to find some gnocchi that reminded her of her Nonna. She then thanked Italy and her grandparents as tears could be seen in her eyes. Ripley noted before the show that this would be emotional, but it seems that the atmosphere and the memory of her grandparents were a lot for her. Ripley also had the help of Charlotte Flair on the night after Jade Cargill had help from Michin and BFAB, while she was able to reunite with Io Sky, who was in the crowd to watch her retain her title. Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair, have been close friends recently. Mommy now needs to look forward to her next challenge, since it seems that she could be moving forward from Jade Cargill after her latest win. Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley have struck up a friendship and could be looking to get some revenge for the attack at the hands of Cargill last week. Rhea Ripley could also be forced to face off against the winner of the Queen of the Ring tournament at SummerSlam, since the winner will be handed a title shot and could choose Ripley as their opponent. Mommy has become one of the company's most popular stars over the past few months, and her move over to SmackDown was tough for her since she was forced to leave Io Sky behind. It was a shock that the company opted to split the two women after their success, but Ripley has been able to form new alliances, whilst Sky has ended her story with Asuka, and the former champion has now seemingly left the company. Sky and Ripley have remained friends despite the recent split and could reunite if she returns to